Wilson left, what did you make of that move, and were you kind of conscious of not letting him go just to keep the striker options?
Yeah, so James wanted to go, as we said, so you don't want to keep a player who then has been unhappy. I couldn't guarantee him minutes, such as the way it's been. But I told him, Claire, his agent, knew that our preference was to stay, fight for your place, be part of something, get your loan in Scotland if need be, if we need to talk to him minutes something, and we could maybe recall you. So you still get the best of both worlds. But his head was turned with the Tottenham thing. First of all, it was Arsenal, then Arsenal went quiet, and then all of a sudden Tottenham came to the table yesterday afternoon. So, I don't think it's the right move for him. Ultimately it's academy football, and I think he's better than that. But it was something James wanted to do. So, like I say, and we made it clear that our preference was for him to stay, and be part of something here. But he made a decision, and I hope it goes well for him, because he's a great kid. And we'll see how it plays out. But for us, I just need to concentrate on the players who are here and who want to be here and who want to play their part.
Guys, see, just on James Wilson, right? I might be being really naive here. You just can tell me. But see, even going to play for Spurs Academy, is that still going to make him life-changing money? Is that why he's done it? Because otherwise, I'm struggling to understand why you would want to swap first-team football with Hearts, a title challenge. He's already got a Scotland cap, to go and play in Premier League 2.
Listen, we're just having a conversation there about Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's gone the other way to come up from academy football at Spurs, and he was on the fringes, to be fair to him, with the first team and playing. He got a few appearances in Europa League.
Aye.
But for Mikey Moore to achieve his potential, he wanted to play man's football, and he wanted to come. And if you look at the difference in a few months with Mikey Moore, when he first came up here, he looked like a lost kid, and that was perfectly understandable. But it looked as if it was going to be too big an ask for him. But look at his development over 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, whatever it's been. And I worry that James Wilson is going to go the opposite way. There will be money involved. There'll be agents involved saying, oh, come on, what an opportunity. Do you know what my worry is for James Wilson? Hearts, he's just walked away from a club which is on the brink of something truly historical. And you look at the performance at St Mirren last night, would if he would have been on the bench, might have he got the call? Might there be a moment between now and the end of this season where James Wilson scores a goal of monumental importance that would secure his place as a legendary figure in Scottish football, and he's chucked that away to go and play in academy? Look, do you know what? Albert Kidd had an okay career, right? But we all still know his name 40 years on because of what he did, his contribution to a thrilling title race. And James Wilson had that opportunity. If he'd stayed around, hung around, fought for his place, Kabori didn't do a brilliant job at St Mirren the other night, he might have got his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Lon Shanklin's still out. He could have scored some really important goals. He had the opportunity, even just by being there. You might get off the bench, you might end up scoring the goal that wins a match or wins a point, that wins a title. I think he's been badly advised. I agree with Derek McInnes.
I think so as well.
I think Derek McInnes pretty much kind of nailed it in that interview, Daniel, in terms of, for James Wilson's career. I just thought, I understand why he's frustrated at not getting minutes, but surely you go somewhere in Scotland and play. Derek McInnes said he could have had a recall option if Hearts were short. They could have called him back at any point. To me, that would have been the kind of logical move for him. And I mean, Jack was talking about Mikey Moore there. Look at the boy Devaney last night that played for St Mirren, his debut. He's a Man United captain in that under-21 PL2 league. And you look at that boy after the game, and he absolutely loved it. He couldn't believe the difference between going for that at Man United, it's a massive, massive club and everything that goes with it. But going for that into a game, well, let's be honest, the St Mirren Hearts game, there wasn't a lot of quality involved. But I tell you what, it'd have felt as if he was in a proper proper man's game of football. And that's why he would have made that move for games like that. And I'm sure Devaney will be a lot better for it. He looks a really decent player. I think he get man of the match in most places the other night, and I think he'll be a really good player for St Mirren. And that, as I say, that's why he's left Man U to play at St Mirren, because he wants to play proper football. And I just think if you listen to most people talking about PL2 and what that is down there, it's not a great level. It's not a great standard in terms. No, the standard of football will be pretty good, but no atmosphere, no crowd, nothing really at stake. That's the worry, I think, for James Wilson going down there if he gets stuck in that. The same goes for Evan Mooney, who's moved from St Mirren to Arsenal. He'll be in the exact same situation.
Scott, the standard of, never mind the standards of the crowds and all that, is the standards of the Gucci man bags and the aftershave and all that. That'll go up a few levels.
That'll be good.
But that's what worries me. If I was James Wilson, I'd be frustrated at not getting a game, but I'd be putting myself out there, especially when Lawrence Shankland is still facing a good few weeks out of that side. I'd be busting out in that training pitch to show the manager, give me some more game time. I can make a difference here. And if you could make a difference to Hearts over the last 13 games of this league season, as I said, you're writing yourself in history. I just think that's one. And I would hate, do you know what I'd hate? I'd hate for them, whether Hearts win this or not this season. Imagine you're sitting there 10 years down the line and things didn't work out and you think, imagine I'd stayed. Imagine I'd scored the goals that made a difference. Or the flip side of that is, you've went down to play academy football and Hearts actually do win it, and you left that behind. I cannot see that was good advice. I just think it's been really, really badly advised.
I'll try and stick up for them a wee bit, Daniel. It's hard to turn down Premier League clubs when they come calling. No, Spurs are massive.
They're going straight into a Premier League setup.
I know.
First team setup, Scott.
I know. But listen, but James Wilson might believe that he can get down there and make an impact and work his way up to that level. Look, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, and I'm putting myself in the boys' shoes. And
I'll put him in mute. Keep going.
It can be difficult to turn down that kind of money. That size of club. You look at that Spurs stadium, training ground. I mean, it's top notch. And I think when these young players, especially I suppose when they're not getting a game at a club here, and they get the same way Evan Mooney at St Mirren, they're getting a lot of opportunities. I think just when that call comes and everything that goes with it, it can be hard to turn down. But listen, I agree with you. I think ultimately it's probably not the right move for him at this stage in his career.
Scott, I think Evan Mooney, I totally see it. Why wouldn't you? You're at St Mirren, you're getting the invitation, the opportunity to go to Arsenal. Why wouldn't you? Right? I totally get that. And if Hearts were sitting in 4th, 5th, 6th place in the league this season, I'd probably agree with James Wilson taking that on as well. But in this particular season, when there's so much at stake, so much on the line, so much potential between now, just 13 more games to go, I just can't get my head around that one.
I know.